Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to work on the brick block granny border just like you see here. So you can see it looks like brickwork based on these front posts coming forward, and then it has a really neat look, and if you do really kind of cool colors it can be a really cool idea. So what you have here is a total of 5 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You'll notice that this row is actually coming down and extending down. So if I actually put my hook in behind it, you see that it's not really attached, just an image of doing so. So today's pattern is really quite an easy one to do. We just have to pay attention to where the stitches are when we come down in order to join everything together just like you see. So let's begin to do this border next. So let's begin, and you're gonna use the same size hook that you did with your project plus the same yarn that you did so that it stays balanced and will stay nice and flat. You're gonna go right into an edge just like you see here, and in the edge here we are going to attach it with a slip stitch and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That counts as a double crochet. You want to double crochet back into that same space 4 more times. So each one of the corners for this revolution will consist of 5 double crochets. So we're gonna do 5 going all the way around in these corners. So everything else in between the corners is all very straightforward. So every stitch is going to get 1 double crochet. So let's go into that first one, and I keep moving along. So eventually you're going to hit that chain 1 space, go right into the space itself. So don't worry about the chain work there, just go right over top of it and continue along until you hit the next corner. So in the corners, do you remember what you have to do? You have to put in 5 double crochets to turn that corner. So in the corner space, 5 double crochets. So please do that same concept going all the way around. It's really quite simple, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. When you get back around, remember that you've already done your first corner, so then the last stitch then attaches to the top of the beginning chain 3 that you had started with. Okay, so get rid of that color now, so let's fasten off. Let's get our other color up and ready, and this will be the main color that will overlap this next color that we're about to do. So just think about your accent colors in this point of view, and we're going to start off with our next round next. Okay, the next rotation around that we're gonna do for this whole border is that we're going to apply half double crochets. So I want you to look for the middle one of the group of 5 that is in the corner. So you got, see? Just look for that middle one, and that's where you're going to attach. So here what we're going to do is that we're gonna attach with a slip stitch and chain 2. That counts as a half double crochet. And into the same stitch I want you 5 times to half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So with that chaining of 2 that you started with plus these other 4 half double crochets, that gives you a total of 5. So in each stitch going all the way across to the next corner, it's just going to, sorry I just did a double crochet. So in each stitch is gonna be a half double crochet going across. Just like that. Okay, so when you get to the middle one of the group of 5 in the corner, just right there, you're going to apply 5 half double crochets in there and then just keep on going around. So 1 half double crochet into each going all the way around. So as you come all the way back around, remember that you've already done the first corner, so you don't need to do it again or even a partial, and you're going to finish it off, and you're doing your half double crochets and you're going to join it to the top of the first chain 2. So now you're gonna get rid of this color again, and we're gonna bring back red to create that overlay that makes it look like it's a brick. So just weave these in, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. So let's begin in the first corner, and remember that you had a group of 5 half double crochets into the corner just like you see here. So you want to go into the middle one of the 5, and you want to insert in and bring on your yarn. So attach it and chain 1 and put 3 single crochets in there to turn the corner. So that's your turn every time you hit that middle one of the 5. So now the next 3 are going to be a 1 single crochet each. So 1, 2, and 3. And now what you're gonna do is the next one here, right here, is going to be a front post double crochet over top this other red one down here. So just drop completely down. So wrap that hook going into the side of that post, back out, pull it through, and then pull it through 2 and 2. So that stitch is now that one right there. So you immediately jump to the next one. So just 1, 2 and 3, and then the fourth one we jump down. Look where you're jumping down. It's the one that's joining right into the 2. Okay, it's right in the middle. So wrap that hook going into that same one. See how it's, I've got it strategically placed so it's easier for you to find. So if you look at it, see these 3? This post was after these 3. So it's like it was in a space. So you're gonna continue across like that and keep coming down every fourth one into these spaces until you hit that next side. So again, so continue along. So 1, 2 and 3, and look, see, so here it is. We're gonna come to our first corner. So it's the one right after. See these group of 3? It's working in. So that's where you're gonna go, and that'll be the last time you drop down then on that side. So the next then 3 are going to be into a stitch. So 1, 2 and 3, and the next one is the middle one of the group of 5, and you're gonna put 3 into that one. So 1, 2 and 3, and then you're just gonna continue to turn. So let's get it started. So we go 1, 2 and 3, and then we drop down. So when we drop down, we're gonna drop down to the one that's just before these group of 3. Do you see that? And you're gonna go in, and it's a front post double crochet down. That is that stitch that you see here. So you immediately go to the next one. So 1, 2 and 3, and then drop down. So drop down, it's the one that separates them. See how easy that is to see that? Okay, and then you go to the next one. So 1, 2 and 3, and then you drop down. See, so you get these really kind of a neat layer and effect just like that. So then you do the next 3. So 1, 2 and 3, and the next one after that is the middle one, and there's gonna be 3 single crochets in there. So that's how you do this whole entire round. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that with you in order for you to go all the way around. You can see that you get the look just like you see over here. So the next layers, there's only 2 layers, it's just single crochet in each. Just gotta pay attention to the one that's in the middle. So we've been putting 3 single crochets into the edge just like so. The middle one is gonna have 3 single crochets again whenever you hit that corner, and then everything else is a single crochet. So all the corners are like that. So the next 3 layers are just single crochets. It was only this one that dropped down, and the other 2s are quite easy to maintain. So this is the brick block granny border just like you see here. It's actually a really neat border, and you can see that the other side looks completely different. You don't even see those drop downs, but this side quite looks fabulous. So until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. Have a great day. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.